Hey Dreamers, welcome back to my channel. We're doing a chitterling cleaning and cooking video. Now I know some of y'all ain't gonna like this, some of y'all don't eat pork, but there are a few of us that still do eat pork. I'm gonna turn in a new leaf for the new year, but right now we're gonna get into cleaning some chitlins and I'm gonna show you how to clean them and cook them. We're gonna start off by pouring them out of the bag, rinsing them off real good and loosen them up a little bit. And we're just gonna start separating the skin from the meat. Let's just put it like that, because it has like this membrane or whatever on it, and it's really thick and transparent. So we're gonna pull that off and rinse it. And this is how you clean the chitlins properly. Okay, you have to pull this off, or there'll be twirly chitlins. We don't want no twirly chitlins. Okay. So when I call the chitlins twirly, they'll look like a ribbon, like a twirly ribbon, but the membrane won't be pulled off, and they will have dirt and everything in between the membrane and the skin, and we don't want that. So a twirly chitlin has already been cooked, and it has the membrane skin still on it. Now you can see the dynamics of, how some of them might get a little ugly. These quinellas is ugly. They ain't ugly as that red bucket, but, they still a little ugly. They ain't no Aunt Bessie. Aunt Bessie is pretty much clean, so I couldn't find any of those, so I got these quinellas, and, we're going to make it do what it do. And Dreamers, before I forget, if no one has already told you, Happy New Year! Okay, Dreamers, the bad part that we're throwing away, that's going to be in my right hand. And the part that we're going to keep is going to be in my left. I'm pulling all of those little stray pieces off, and I'm rinsing it. Every time you see me go out of frame, I'm rinsing it off. So I'm pulling those pieces off again, those little strands. So you don't want those on there. Okay, there's another one. Taking a look at them, and I occasionally run them up under the water. You can't see that part, but right there I'm running it under the water. Okay, so keep the water running. Now Dreamers, this is an excellent example of how the pre-clean ones look. A lot of the different brands, they look just like this. You know what I'm saying? They be bad like this, or sometimes even worse, but this is bad, but you can handle it. I'm about to show you. If you're going to learn how to clean some chitlins, you about to learn how to clean some chitlins and cook some chitlins. Ooh, look at that. Now that is what I pulled off of there. Okay, that's bad. So we about to start on another one here. And we about to pull this one and make it clean. This is about to be the last one, though, for real. This is about to be the last one. I think you guys have the hang of it now. So I am pulling this skin off. This one is a good one. I have the bad skin in my right hand and the good part in my left. So I'm just pulling. I'm going to pull a big chunk of this part off because I ain't going to want that. That's like part of like hog maw. No, thank you. All right, Dreamers. So this one was pretty good. You see, I just pulled that off there. So easy. This one was a good one. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pulling and cleaning and trying to stay focused. And I got a lot of light so I can keep my eyes sharp. So make sure that if you attempt this task of cleaning chitlins, that you have the proper amount of light. You don't have to use soap and all that type of stuff if you don't want to. but it depends on what brand you're dealing with. I do understand. So look at here. Oh, okay. Look, the nasty part was in my left hand this time, and the good part was in my right. So let me tell y'all about when I first started eating chitlins. I didn't eat chitlins as a child. When I started eating chitlins, I was pregnant. And my kid's dad, his stepmom, his bonus mom, she could really, really cook. And so she made me some chitlins. I wanted some chitlins and some Pepsi, like every 2 weeks. And then she was like, "Look, girl, that's Lil Mama. That's who this is." Lil Mama was like, "Look, girl, I'm not going to keep making no chitlins. It's hard work. I'm going to show you how to make them so you can make them for yourself." And she showed me, she sat me down or stood me up at the sink or whatever, and we cleaned some chitlins together. And that's how I learned how to clean chitlins. Thank you so much, Lil Mama. I love you. This woman is an amazing cook. It doesn't matter what she cooks, Lil Mama, honey, it's going to be good, period. Now, Dreamers, right here, this is where I'm feeling them. I'm dipping them in the water, and I'm just like feeling them with my tips of my fingers to make sure they don't feel weird. You don't feel any grit. You don't feel any loose skin. Now, Dreamers, the extra skin that I'm speaking of, it just feels slimy. So when you're pulling and scraping, it feels like just like some slime. You don't want that in your chitlin, so get rid of that. Pull it right off. There it is. All right, Dreamers, here's one more demonstration of how we strip the membrane right off of the chitlin and separate what is the good part and the bad part. And here we have the bad part in the right hand, and the left part is in the good part is in my left hand. All right. Okay, and we're just pulling. This is how we clean our chitlins, Dreamers. If you want to make them, I'm about to show you. We're rinsing them now. We're rinsing them off. The magic of TV, we've gotten to the end. It's almost time to cook. Now, Dreamers, we're at the second part of cleaning these chitlins. We're putting them down for a parboil. We're going to boil these until they're frothy on the top, like so. And then we're going to clean them again. Now, this parboil, it cooks some of the grease off the chitlins. That's what you see right there to the top left. That's grease. So we're going to cook some of that grease off. We're going to cook, if we left anything behind, we're going to cook that off. And this is how they're looking. Not twirly, though. They're not twirly. We're going to take those chitlins and pour them over in the sink, rinse them with hot water, and clean them one more time. Ooh, these chitlins going to be clean, Dreamers. Don't forget to clean your pot out, Dreamers. Get all that grease out. Now, Dreamers, you can add what kind of season you like. I ask no black pepper, no parsley or dill or anything like that. It just makes the chitlins look dirty. Just going to run through them. Make sure they're clean. So we're going to add them to the pot and add celery, onion, chicken broth, and seasoning. All right, we're using 3 cartons of chicken broth. And when this cooks out, you guys, we're going to replace the chicken broth with water. We're going to add the onion and 1 celery stalk. We replace with water to make sure they don't come out too salty. We're going to let these chitlins cook about 2 to 3 hours. And they're just going to boil. Add some water if you need to. And here we are. Chitlins all done. Put some hot sauce on them. and they're ready for Sugar Bear. Mwah. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share for more videos. Happy New Year, Dreamers.